Hey guys, Dan World, MrGrey, Dandoff the Grey. I've had a temporary crown fitted. Still need a lot of work done, but you know, it is what it is. I can be human again. But anyway, so last night, the Ouija brothers, before they got hacked again, so honestly, I don't know what the hell's going on with them. But they're back now, by the way. They caught it quick. But they did a live stream at 30 East Drive. In the paranormal investigative field, I can say my F's properly this time. In the UK, the 30 East Drive, for those who don't know, is purported to be the most haunted house in the UK. Now, I've been there a couple of years, 3 or 4 years ago, I think it was. 3 years ago, maybe, with the Ouija brothers themselves. They invited me along. I enjoyed my time there. It was great meeting up with them. It was in the height of summer, so it was bloody boiling. I saw nothing, unfortunately. It's a very old I believe the decor is about early 80s, I'd say. Possibly late 70s, but I went there, we did a panel investigation, or they did, I just tagged along, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, nothing happened for me to think otherwise. You know, I'm a skeptic, for those who don't know. I try to follow the scientific rule of law and physics and all kinds of stuff. But last night, they went back there. This was their second night there, and what they've been doing is they've been leaving cameras up all night, all day and all night, live streaming, whilst they were sleeping, whilst they went out for food. And they had one on the stairs and one in one of the bedrooms upstairs. Weems the Ouija brothers. You've come to the most haunted house in the UK. Isn't that right, Steve? Yeah, man. We're really excited to catch ghosts. This is the most haunted house in the UK. There's nothing here. Now, I was there for a good while in the beginning, whilst I waited for my amazing mac and cheese. Honestly, Domino's make the best mac and cheese. Hands down. I'm not sponsored by them, but $7.99. It's the creamiest cheese and the best pasta. Sorry, I got distracted. But they left the cameras running while they went out for food. And I watched it for a bit. For some reason, the weirdness in me likes watching nothing happen on a live stream in an empty room. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's because, you know, when I was with a partner years ago, we used to watch early days of Big Brother in the early 2000s and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe it's that. And I used to always enjoy the most haunted lies, no matter what you think of them. Back in the early days, I still enjoyed them. And I used to like looking at a blank, you know, nothing happening, apart from pebbles being thrown now and again, which was probably Steve. Not the Ouija brothers, but what's his face? The bald guy from Most Haunted. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. So they went out for a curry last night, and when my food came, I stopped watching and I ate and did other things. And then I had a notification on my Discord saying, the Ouija brothers have captured something, come quick. It was very dramatic. So I went back and I had a look. And this is what happened. The thing that people always say when they go to 30 East Drive, paranormal investigators I should say, when they go to 30 East Drive, a lot of the times the pram falls down the stairs. Now, before we get into the Ouija brothers footage, what I always say whenever I see footage of the pram falling downstairs, I say it's probably precariously placed at the edge of the step, which in the Ouija brothers case, once again, it was very close to the step. My thing is, if you want to try and prove paranormal in that house... Now, before we go further, forget about the caretaker stuff. It is what it is. I've made videos about it over the years. Just saying, right? But the caretaker lives next door, and those walls in that house are very thin. They're all like mining houses, same as the house I live in right now. The walls, terrace houses. That's a semi-detached, I believe. I can't remember now. But yeah, it's on the corner of a busy roundabout junction. So throughout the live, there was creaks. You could hear dogs barking. Kids playing outside, people walking past outside. That's the problem with that house. There's a lot of sound contamination in that house. So anything in live stream or anything like that where it comes to sounds or creaks, I think you can pretty much dismiss as outdoor sounds, right? Or next door neighbor sounds, whether deliberately or inadvertently. They're sounds, right? But the pram going down, I must admit, it does interest me. It does interest me because So that is the pram right there, which was placed, as you can tell, as you can see, it's right at the top of the step. It's not pushed back, it's right, we can't tell from this angle, unfortunately, how close to the edge that was, but it looks pretty close to me. I'm going to show you it dropping, and then we'll go from there. And then the REM pod, which is in the top left viewpoint of the bedroom upstairs, starts going off around about 2 minutes after. And that continues for a couple of minutes until it just stops dead. Now, the thing with the REM pods, with every bit of paranormal tech which people use, when it comes to the REM pods at least, a lot of the times when the batteries are dying, that will happen. It'll start going off constantly and then they'll stop dead and then won't come back on. Now, I don't know if the batteries did run out in this case. I'm not sure. They did come back and test stuff afterwards because they were out eating curries. The best curry they've ever had in their lives, apparently, at Conograve. Probably. I like a curry. But anyway. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Now, I've already checked. I already checked to see if, because this was the beginning of the live stream, I've already checked to see if it gradually moves, as in settling, just natural settling. And if you go from there to, which I believe is there, which was later in the night, just before it hasn't moved. Apart from when it actually eventually moves. And this is when they came back where they were testing stuff. They would, the chat was asking, do this, do that. Check this, check that. So fair play, they came back and checked some stuff and tried to debunk what was going on. Like I said, when it comes to 30 East Drive, I have my thoughts and opinions, which I've said many times on this channel. But for other people, especially Ouija Brothers, is a place they've supposedly captured many things that, and I think apparently it was one of their first ever ghost experiences was in that house. As far as I can remember them saying. Now, do I think it's paranormal? This is me, right? I'm always gonna... It's something absolutely bloody amazing, like someone walking right in front of me has to convince me otherwise that places, that ghosts exist or whatever. Trust me, I'm one of those people, I hope they do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's just a fact that we can't see them with whatever technology we have right now. Because when it comes to other sets of technology which people use in this, like the SLS, the REM pod, the Spirit Talkers apps, the Ovulus, the Spirit Boxes and stuff, they are designed for a certain piece of science, genuine science. Like I said, the REM pod detects EMF, electromagnetic frequency. I've never ever seen it detect other than what it's designed to do. So the REM pod thing, it is what it is, right? The pram on the stairs, now it was placed right at the edge of the steps, but it didn't naturally set over like a few hours when they were out. It stayed exactly where it was until the 1 second before it fell. Now, again, it's interesting. It is genuinely interesting. But what you got to remember is, in that house especially, nothing has been changed since at least, I believe, the early 80s. That's the decor. You go to that house, it's very early 80s. It has all the old settees, couches, the carpet, the old 1980s soft carpet, which is obviously 40 odd years old now. But nothing has changed there. It still gets cleaned, obviously, by the caretaker from next door, and kept, and the upkeep is kept. But as far as the furniture and the decor, it's exactly like it was back in the early 80s. So those carpets, like I said, I've been there. I slept on the couch downstairs. In the haunted mirror, didn't see anything, unfortunately. But I stayed there, and those carpets, especially the stairs, if you look at the stairs, you have the divots going up each step of the years of use, of that house. And if you place anything on the edge of those carpets, it is eventually going to roll. Maybe it'll roll in 5 seconds, maybe it'll roll in a couple of hours, you don't know. But that's the problem I have with this. Does it make me believe in the paranormal? No, it doesn't. Do I want to believe it? Yes, I do. Right? But like I always say, whenever someone goes to these houses, anyway, it doesn't have to be 30 East Drive. Whenever someone goes to these houses and they want to test proof of the paranormal, especially with that pram, because that's the thing paranormal investigators always do when they go to the house. They put the pram at the top of the stairs. I've seen countless video footage of people going there, putting the pram at the top of the stairs, and eventually it falls. It's always that close to the edge of the top step. They never put it right at the back of the wall. That's what I want. That's what I want people to do when they go to this house. But if you want to prove it and you don't want people to question it, put the pram at the back of the wall. If the pram was at the back of the wall, I'd be making a different video right now. You know? Probably showing the masking they put in. I'm joking. This is what I always say when people want to test the proof of the paranormal. Make sure that whatever object you place in, anything like a pram or ball, whatever, make sure it's at the place where it could not possibly fall. It couldn't possibly fall unless it's pushed. That's the only way you're going to rule out other things. Rule out gravity, basically. In this case, I do think it's gravity. The Ouija brothers, fair play to them. They got very excited over it. And why not? Why not? Because that's what they're looking for. And other people got excited. And again, why not? Because that is what they're looking for. But my thing is, if you really want to test stuff and rule out other natural phenomena like gravity, natural settling of houses and stuff like that, make sure you place these objects which you want the ghost to push. Make sure you place them in a place where it couldn't possibly fall. Like there was a video I saw about a week or so ago. There's this house in America, I can't remember which one. Is it the Saley house? I can't remember. Where people were showing proof of the paranormal because balls were falling off the top of doors. Round spherical balls being placed precariously on the top of open doors, and they are shocked that they drop. They think, oh, it must be a ghost. No, it was eventually going to fall because of gravity. Gravity exists, people. Not some mythical thing that flat earthers says don't exist. Right? So, it is genuinely interesting because, like I said, it doesn't move over time. It's at the last second it starts to move. Now, unfortunately, there's no camera pointing at that area at the top. Unfortunately, it would have been great to see where exactly that was placed. Just going from their footage, it looks like it was placed at the top of the stairs, right at the edge of the step. And there's also like cat balls going underneath it, so I don't know. Do I think it's paranormal? No, I don't. As much as I want it to be. Trust me on this one. But yeah, and in the live stream, I did say, look, put the pram at the back of the wall, just for to rule out anything else. I did say that, and I think they did in the end. I haven't checked back. I don't know if it fell again. I have no idea. It'd be interesting to check. But with this one, I do genuinely believe that it was just a case of natural settling of the object itself. Like I said, you can do this yourself. Put a little... in fact, I'm going to do it myself at some point. I'm going to put animal at the top of the stairs, at the edge of the steps, one night. Go to sleep. And if he's moved, I'm fucking moving. No, but I'm just saying. He does walk around at night when I'm sleeping. Noisy bugger. That's my thoughts on the Ouija brothers pram. Other people obviously have different opinions to me, and that's totally fine. But it was interesting when I saw it. It was genuinely interesting. It didn't make me think any other, unfortunately, but it did cause me to think, that's interesting. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. What you think happened? Do you think it was a ghost? Do you think it was just natural phenomena? Trust me, I want to believe. I am the Mulder when it comes to anything UFOs, paranormal. I'm the Mulder. I want to believe. Trust me on that. But my Scully brain always comes out as well. I'm just not as pretty as her. Which is really annoying. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave something new to my channel. I do this quite often. I'll see you again soon. Don't know when, don't know how. Peace! Bye for now.